It is up, YouTube. Good morning and welcome back to the My Crypto Journey live stream, baby. What's going on? Good morning. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. Of course, your boy is back from Europe. Do me a favor, clickety-clack that like button, push us up in the old algorithm, and subscribe to the channel if you like being here. Of course, shout out to today's sponsors, Decanect and MetaMonkey AI. Decanect, of course, a cryptocurrency platform hell-bent on making you a better cryptocurrency investor, trader, all that good stuff. And most of all, filling you in on all this education. They're going to be on the show at 9 a.m., so in about 1 hour. But until then, let's get to the news. What is up, babies? It's so good to see you in the comments. And of course, the cryptocurrency market is pumping today, and I know exactly why. So, of course, you guys know that it's no secret that right now there's a lot of turmoil going on in the world when it comes to just the signs of an actual recession being here. Now, we know that the money printer was turned on in different parts of the world to kind of pull them out of a recession. Now, they want the U.S. to do the same. They don't think that forcing us into a recession is going to be a good thing. But I think this is kind of kicking the can down the road because everybody's facing inflation right now, right? If we keep printing money, we're going to have to pay for it sooner or later. So the reason why the market are pumping, I think, is because that other places are hinting at, hey, guys, turn on the money printers. Let's get back to the good times. But I don't think that's going to be the case going forward. I think the market's going to continue to keep dumping. But I am dollar cost averaging all along the way down because things like this may happen where you buy the dip, you make a little bit of profits, and maybe you could take some off the top. So that's what I'm doing right now, and that's why the markets are running. So if you bought the dip, which you should be dollar cost averaging as much as you can, well, then congratulations. So that's the real reason why the markets are pumping. Nothing more, really nothing less. And it's so good to see everybody in the chat. What's up, baby? Let me say hello to the chat before we start. We got Bree. We got Sacco Hunt, Gabe, Javi. What's up, babies? Good to see you. Doc Hughes, I saw your comment. That's hilarious. Peter, Tracy G. And thank you so much to all my members. Empty Glue Gun, Baron, Legal. Thank you so much. What's up, Jayhawk? Darth Diablo. What's up, baby? Roger, Victor, Anthony. So good to see you all in the chat. Guys, check this out. This is a crazy news story. Kim Kardashian to pay $1.26 million to SEC over Ethereum Max. And if you guys didn't know, what you guys should have, because we covered over here, check this out. Ethereum Max. Ethereum Max was a cryptocurrency product pretty much promoted by a bunch of the biggest influencers like Floyd Mayweather, I think like Paul Pierce, and now Kim Kardashian. Well, one thing that Kim Kardashian didn't do is she didn't disclose the fact that she was paid to promote it. So what had happened is that, the SEC is going back now, and they're starting with the big fish, probably going down to the small fish, and saying, hey, you didn't tell people that you were paid to promote Ethereum Max. And so, of course, a lot of people bought into this. And she made literally one Instagram post for about $250,000 talking about Ethereum Max. A lot of people bought in. And, of course, a lot of people got wrecked, right? So, to me, this is crazy. I think Floyd Mayweather is next. Literally $1.2 million is nothing to Kim Kardashian because she's Kim Kardashian, worth, I think, over $1.5 billion. So this is nothing. But in the grand scheme of things, this kind of sets the precedence for large influencers going forward. So to all the smaller influencers out there, just make sure you disclose that it's a paid promotion, right? Paid promotion, right? And I think that'll really solve everything. But we'll see, even if they are paid promotions, what kind of trouble can people get in if projects like these fail, I don't know. Because can you call something a scam when they launch a product, they have something out, but the chart looks bad? Can you call something a scam or just a failed business? I don't know. That's tough because there's a lot of cryptocurrency products out there that we know are scams, but it's hard to prove that they're scams because they're still functioning as businesses, right? It's tough. It's tough to say. It's tough to say, but you got to disclose everything. And that's the moral of the story for that incident. So yeah, it is old news, but it's, this is kind of resurfacing that, hey, she was fine for it, right? We knew that people were going to get in trouble for this. We just didn't know how long it was going to take. So Floyd Mayweather, Paul Pierce are going to be next probably. And maybe 1.26 million might be a lot to those guys compared to Kim because Kim Kardashian's balling out of control. This does nothing. And, celebrities like this, when they get like NFT offers or any kind of offers for promotion, I doubt they directly handle this. Like maybe they do, but their agent probably comes up to them and says like, "Hey, like here's something to promote. They're offering this much. You want to do it? Yes, no." I mean, imagine being able to make one Instagram post for 250K. Like how nice life would be, right? But then this happens. So obviously, right? It's crazy. What's up, Selmo Fudd? Good morning, NutriBeast. What's up, Brad? What's up, Matthew Miller? Good to have you in here. What's up, DoobieTube? I know. They are dumb, DoobieTube, but at the same time, it's like, it's still part of the rules. You got to know, right? You got to know that's happening. Another story, and we kind of have a big drama show when it comes to Terra Luna Classic right now, because Terra Luna Classic has been the hottest topic in cryptocurrency, hands down, especially in the small cap community. You could say shitcoin token space right now. So much drama with this story. Of course, Terra Luna Classic or Terra Luna, completely failed project. The reason why this project was so popular was because of the algorithmic stablecoin and ankle protocol. Literally, there was so much happening, right? There was so much happening. There is so much happening on the Terra chain, but no one cares. All anyone cared about was the algorithmic stablecoin and an anchor protocol. And of course, it collapsed. Now Do Kwon is on the run from the Korean government. So there's a lot of drama going on with this, right? A lot of drama going on. And we don't know what's going to happen when it comes to the legal issues in Do Kwon. All we know is that Terra Luna Classic, right? Terra Luna is an abandoned blockchain. Now it's a Terra Luna 2.0. Now there's a group of people taking over the project. They're going to do better, and everyone's going to become rich off of this. That's what the implication is. Okay, so yesterday, Binance, or about a day and a half ago, Binance started doing their, Luna Classic burn fees. Now, first, Terra Luna Classic, the community, wanted a 1.2% burn tax on every transaction, which would be unfair to people who are day traders, swing traders, whales, and those sorts of things. People who don't really care about this product, but want to make quick money. Because if you're day trading multiple times in a day, well, then you're going to get taxed a lot. Crypto's 24/7. You set bots, you leave it, you pump and dump things. If you're getting 1.2% on every transaction, it's not going to be worth it. And it's not fair to the people who don't want that. Well, Binance did a solid and met in the middle. They said, hey, since we control most of the volume, this is what we're going to do. We're going to forego our 0.8% trading fees on Terra Luna Classic because that's their fees. We're going to take those fees, convert them into Terra Luna Classic, and burn them for the community. Is that going to do anything right away? No, it's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything for years, like literally years. But a lot of the people in the Terra Luna Classic influencers right now, because Terra Luna is hot, right? A lot of these influencers are making insane claims, insane implications, and really unrealistic videos hyping up Terra Luna Classic as it's going to be the second coming of Christ, when really there's no basis for that. People don't want to hear that. People don't like me saying that. But that is the truth, right? The truth with Terra Luna Classic is that it is a highly speculative play, and you could lose it all in a matter of a week, right? You just don't know what's going to happen. But what happens is that you make a ton of videos on Terra Luna Classic, and I have made videos too. What happens is you get a lot of people who follow you, like, subscribe, engage, but it's hard to keep it real without upsetting a community. Right? It's hard to keep it real because if you say something truthful, even though it might hurt because it's honest, people don't like that. Like my stream got shut down the other day because I was saying some truthful things about Terra Luna Classic. Because the truth is, it's a risky play. It's a failed blockchain with a guy who's probably going to go to jail. All right. But they have this new team taking over that's promising the world. Now, I read the Medium article by one of the new developers that's leading this project, and it's very, very good intentions, And I feel like they really want to make this work, but can they? And is it realistic? I don't know. I don't think so. It doesn't feel like it's possible to me because I'm just being honest. I'm being truthful, right? It feels like a lot of the influencers don't care about the truth. They just want to get the views, engagement, and build their platform, which is fine. I understand that. But there's a fine line between telling the truth and just blatantly lying and feeding you a bunch of hopium every day. But that's what it is. That's what it is with a lot of Shiba Inu. That's what it was with Saitama. That's what it is with Terra Luna Classic now. Now, Saitama, of course, failed, right? But we've had people from different communities that kind of just jump ships. Like, right, and at first they're this influencer, now they're this influencer, right? And they're going to be this influencer until this takes a dump and it's no longer relevant, and they'll move on to the next, all while people get wrecked all along the way. So it's tough. It's tough to say. You go back in the people's, their catalog, and I'm not calling out one person here because it's a lot of people. It's not just one person, but it's like, we're crypto influencers, but it's not crypto. It's one project. It's not crypto. We can call ourselves crypto influencers, but all we're doing is just putting out one project and just pretty much 10 videos a day on the same mundane crap. You know what I mean? And getting people's hopes up and not telling them the truth. Well, it's like, come on, you got to be honest with the community. But it's tough because when you become an influencer for a community, you kind of have a gun to your head. You can't say anything mean or truthful or it's over for you. And a lot of people don't want to give that up. They don't want to give the views up. They don't want to give the followers, the money, the engagement. But in the long run, is it good? And maybe it is good. Maybe it is good if you can keep jumping from community to keep the engagement up. Say, for example, you're an AMC person. Then AMC fails. Well, now you're a GameStop person. Well, then that's not fun anymore. Well, now I'll be Shiba Inu. That's not fun. Now Saitama. That's not fun anymore. Now Luna Classic. Well, that's not fun anymore. What's next? So you can keep doing those things, right? But in the long run, is it good? I don't know. We'll have to see. But the way I look at it is that we're here for cryptocurrency, all of cryptocurrency, shit coins, small cap plays, good plays, blue chip projects. We're here for the long run, right? Cryptocurrency as a whole. And there's a lot of drama going on in the crypto space. For example, Ozzy Austin and Crypto King are kind of getting into it about what's going on. So Austin says, this is what happens when their agenda to support Luna Classic starts to get exposed. Engagement farming at its finest says they're all about Luna Classic community, but it's all about the own self-interest as a new validator. I can't support influencers like this, so sorry. So there are influencers out there who want to become validators, right? So when you're a validator, you do make a good amount of money. You make a lot of money, right? And of course, the validators for staking and those sorts of things, right? Now, there are people in the space, like Crypto King, who do want to be validators for the project. Well, they're going to be making money off the community. Now, if you watch these videos, some of them are very asinine. Like, I don't think Crypto King's a bad guy, but I remember he started his boycott Binance fiasco because Binance didn't want to do 1.2% burns on every transaction, which is completely stupid. Labeling CZ as this evil guy in the space who's wearing a top hat and a monocle and is just like, I hate people. Yeah, Terra Luna Classic. Forget the community. When this guy lost the most because of the downfall of Luna Classic, because of a developer and Do Kwon who was, shady, right? He lost. Binance owns most of the supply. They lost the most when Terra Luna collapsed. So you have to understand, guys. You have to understand that a lot of these influencers don't give a crap about the truth. They don't give a crap about cryptocurrency. They just care about one community. They care about the engagements of one community. That's all they care about. And they're going to keep making shit videos, a bunch of repetitive, dumb videos about the same thing until they milk this baby dry and until it's irrelevant. And then they'll move on to the next. And we'll keep seeing that over and 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 over again. And Austin's calling the guy out because Austin was the Terra Luna guy, but he's not going to be dishonest, right? If things are like, hey, it's like, if it's not realistic to say something, he's not going to say it. And you got to respect that, right? But it is what it is. We'll have to see what happens. But the drama between these guys is absolutely, it's crazy right now. And what's going on, and it makes sense, right? So, guys, it's okay to be involved in the hype. But as we say, take a step back, look at things from a whole, be objective. Luna Classic is a highly risky play with maybe a new team that has good intentions. But remember, becoming a validator for these projects, they're going to make some stupid money, right? I know. So we'll see what happens. And thank you so much for the $2 donation. Yeah, exactly, Chrissy. Exactly, Chrissy. Yeah, it's crazy right now. It's crazy right now. Nutty right now. Exactly, Sacco. Let's go, baby. What's up, WebTurp? Good to have you back. That's right, Selmo Fudd. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So it's interesting to see what happens. Now, it's hard not to call out, the Terra Luna Classic nonsense, like I called the Saitama nonsense. Because what did they say when I was calling out Saitama nonsense? Oh, you're jealous. Oh, it's hard not to sound like a hater, but it's true. It's corny. It's lame. It's like your whole channel is dedicated to one cryptocurrency project that's like could be irrelevant in like a month. Hyping up these burns and these stuff like with this crazy inflated supply. It's like, dude, it's hard not to sound like a hater because you want the views, you want the engagement, but you don't want to, you don't want to sell out, you don't want to sell out, So I don't know. What's up, Samer? How you doing? Jonah? Yeah, it does scare me when people think Terra Classic is going to change the world. It does. It's crazy. It's nuts. It's asinine to think that. It's asinine to think that Terra Luna Classic's going to make you a millionaire. Guys, it's not fucking realistic. It's just not. It's not. But it's hard to hear that, right? What's up, Mike? How you doing? What's up, Al? Good to see you. Absolutely DoobieTube, It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's like, can we just take a step back here and like look at things objectively, right? Can we just do that? But I did read what's up, DJ? What's up, baby? But I did read the Medium article from one of the new Terra devs, and he lays out everything pretty perfect, and it's articulate, it makes sense. But it's just like you could tell in there that it's a long road to recovery. And it's like, I'm talking about like 10, 20, 30 years long, it's not like, it's not 5 years. It's a long time away. Sí, Saco, habla poquito español porque tengo clase de español en mi escuela. Sí, so, sí, Ibiza, muy fun. Muy bien. So it's a fine line. It's a fine line. Volt has a high market cap. If you didn't get in early today, if you didn't get in early in Volt, then you're probably not going to become a millionaire off of it unless you're aping a lot. You can say look at things objectively, but it can happen though. You see, you can't use that argument for everything. It's such a dumb argument. It's like everyone says anything's possible. Like another influencer said, Volt in you to a $50 billion market cap. That's not what. Yes, it's possible. Anything is possible, but is it likely? It's highly unlikely. It's so dumb, right? It's so dumb. You have to understand that it's highly unlikely. Anything is possible. You could say that for everything. Guys, I get it. I remember when the pandemic hit, I put like 5K into Dogecoin. Literally, I spent my days dreaming about what if that 5K turned in $10 million, then all my life's problems would be solved. It's a lottery ticket. It represents freedom from what we're doing now, whatever situation we're in now. Same thing with Terra Luna Classic. When Terra Luna went from $118, right, or $117 at all-time highs to fractions of a penny, and you were able to put $50 into Terra Luna Classic on Coinbase now because it was available on every platform, that represents life-changing money if it ever thinks about, getting to a penny, a dollar, or whatever. But at the same time, it's not realistic. It's hyperinflated. It failed as an algorithmic stable coin. That's what it was known for. What makes you think a project that was built, and the reason why it was popular because it was an algorithmic stable coin, is taken over by a new project that wants to repeg it, or maybe be a project without the algorithmic stable coin? What makes you think they can do that? Or that's possible? There's a reason why no other people besides us shitcoin influencers, which we're small influencers, talk about Terra Luna Classic, because no one takes us seriously, right? Cryptos R Us, Coin Bureau, Altcoin Daily, all the real serious channels that talk about cryptocurrency, which I want to be like one day, but it's hard to balance the power, right? It's tough because no one talks about that. No serious cryptocurrency investors look at Terra Luna Classic and say that's a real smart project. They all look at it as a risky project. That's just the truth, and the truth fucking hurts. Same thing with Saitama, right? Same thing happened with Saitama. Okay. No, he doesn't, Javi. I've spoken to Jake. Of course, it will sell, Mofud. Sí, Frank. ¿Puedo limpiar mi apartamento? Yo también. Necesito limpiar mi apartamento también. Can you explain the new repay? There's a bunch of proposals, guys. I get it, but it's not it's not likely. If you're buying Terra Luna Classic, just know that it's a moonbag play. It's a hypothetical play. I did put money in Luna, Jonah. I put a good amount of money. I put $3,000 in Luna. It turned into $76. Then it turned back into $3,000, and then it turned back into $76. Big A says, I retire at 2036. This is what I worry about the value of my $800 investment at Terra Luna Classic that I made in June. Exactly. Yeah, no, I bought the dip on a few plays about 3 days ago. So I bought the dip heavy on Polygon. I bought Binance. I bought XRP. I bought Ethereum. And what did I buy? I bought a lot. Right? I bought a lot. What's up, Mask? How you doing? Your twin Christian Walker. I have no clue who that is. Viva la raza. Yeah, but you got to be realistic on a lot of these plays, guys. It's so it's funny seeing the drama, people calling each other out on Twitter. But it's true. It's like I haven't said anything because I just haven't. But maybe I will. Maybe it's time to make some FUD videos again. I don't know. But maybe I will. What's up, Twitch Radio? Those are good plays. Yeah, it's like this huge hype for this burn. It's like, dude, the supply is the same. The supply is the same. How much does the supply really drop? Thanks, Mask. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And our small caps there. Why do I have pirate token here? What the hell is this? Let me trash that. See, I've been getting into some weird plays. Unfavorite that. So Wagme's up 4. Wagme's been actually looking pretty strong lately. Saitama, Terra, Hex, Nutra, MMA. And people always knock me for Wagme, for projects like Wagme. Guys, yes, it's down pretty bad, but literally all I do is I'm looking at the fundamentals of a project, right? It's like they're partnered with GameStop. NFTs, GameStop's first NFT platforms are one of the games on them. GameStop is a tried and true company. It's probably not popping right now, but it's a tried and true company. It's been around for everyone knows what GameStop is. Illuvium, pretty big crypto hub, crypto gaming project. That's good. I mean, they're making the game. It's going to release soon. They keep updating the game. It's like I believe in projects like that, not ones that failed everyone, and it's a small cap. Even it's just crazy. It's just crazy. People always say, "Oh, well, your Wagme's, shitcoin and stuff." It's like, guys, there's levels, there's differences, right? This could fail too, but I feel comfortable putting money in it. What's up, Roger? Absolutely. Rodney Fudd, Elmer's brothers. I know Twitch Radio. Yeah, a lot of those, cryptocurrency projects that challenge. Because if you think of XRP is kind of like a MoneyGram service, right? Pretty much. I learned a lot about XRP the last week. It's not really a money grab, but you get the point, right? The same, kind of sending money, right? XRP has a chance to do some really big things, right? But it's not really centralized as I like it to be. I learned a lot about XRP recently. You notice it's just like Shib now talking about burns coming with utilities. Now they're trying to make NFTs. This is why Luna making NFTs, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, exactly. It's stupid. Exactly, Samer. Exactly, yeah. 100% legal alien, 100%. Yeah, people love FUD videos. People love FUD videos. Yeah, but you know. Yes, I'm back in the US finally, and I'm sick. I am so sick right now. I feel terrible. I'm about to sleep like all day today. I feel absolutely terrible. Yeah, Gall is good too. Gall is good too. You know, XRP is for banks and institutions. XEC is more person to person. Yeah, 100%. Right. I did not mint any BTFA NFTs, but I might do something with that project. What do you guys think about a BTFA partnership? Probably just like an ad or something like that. How do you guys feel about that? Um, to me, they're still doing okay things in a bear market. I'm talking to Hobbs. We'll see what happens. Um, we'll see what happens, but I'm not going to be making promo videos and those sorts of things. Probably just ads and those sorts of things. We'll see what happens. And for those of you out there, do whatever you can to make extra money to buy these dips, right? Do whatever you can to make money to buy these dips. You guys need to, if you guys can, people were begging for these prices last year when it comes to buying cryptocurrency. People were like, I wish I would have gotten Ethereum at $1,300. I wish I would have got it. Guys, this is probably a one in a life. It could be once in a chance lifetime for the next year or so, or excuse me, next 6 months to a year to get cryptocurrency projects at a discount, because we don't know if the Fed's going to pivot. We saw a pivot over in the UK. They're starting to print money again because they don't want to fall into a deep recession. Will we start pivoting here sooner than we thought? I was thinking 6 months to a year. A lot of people were thinking 6 months to a year before the Fed says, "Hey, we're going to start printing money again. We're going to lower interest rates again." And so the economy is going to start booming, and that means cryptocurrency, a risk-on asset, is going to start booming again too, because mass adoption is happening in this bear market. A lot of big institution guys are buying cryptocurrency at a price. Literally, do what you can to make extra money to buy the dips. You need it. You need to buy the dips. If you believe in cryptocurrency long term, buy the dips. If you have $1,000 to spend on crypto, please, for the love of God, do not put all $1,000 into something like Terra Luna Classic. That's so stupid. 70 or 70, 20, 30. 70% into strong blue chip projects with an established history that have been working forever. Whatever, you don't have to like it. That's just the way I do it. 20% into small cap projects with a team that's working with, maybe some certificates, some accolades, some partnerships that look good, right? To show that they're grinding through the bear market. And then 10% into straight degenerate plays, So that's the way I do it. You think my mic settings are all jacked up? I think I'm sick right now. I'm sick right now. Absolutely, Brad. Absolutely. The lawsuit, the bank said XRP was trash. Yeah, SEC is kind of shady, right? And yes, Frank Q, we covered that already. Well, the only big thing Volt Inu is doing is something called Volta Change, right? Volta Change. Yes, I did get some XRP. Hey, do your thing, Mass Powers. Do your thing. Do your thing. Okay. Let's check out some more news on Watcher Guru. It's pretty interesting. There's not much going on in the cryptocurrency market, guys. Literally, even my go-to channels are really not saying much about cryptocurrency right now. It's literally just meme coin stuff. Really, that's meme coin drama and those sorts of things. I mean, there's NFTs and those sort of things. Binance adds XRPs to its list of dual investment products, so that's pretty nice. So Web3 climate startup Thala partners with Ripple to build its marketplace. So of course, XRP and Ripple are different, right? Ripple Labs is pretty much different, right? They're like the hub for their XRP. I mean, they're kind of synonymous, right? But they can add other projects and those sorts of things. So, but this is cool. So Ripple bolsters climate action via the partner. So if you guys didn't know, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, Ripple made a commitment to be to do their best to have no environmental impact, right? Same thing with Ethereum moving from proof of work to proof of stake. It's a big thing. And then the Reserve Bank of Australia raises interest rates by 25 basis points to 2.6%, highest since July 2013. So more places raising interest rates. And this is pretty interesting. So Biden administration urges Congress to pass laws to clear up cryptocurrency regulation. So I think like a lot of us have been stressing, and people don't really pay too much attention to this, but we need very clear black and white cryptocurrency regulation. Like we need to know what's right, what's wrong, what works, what's okay, what's not okay, because there's a lot of gray area in cryptocurrency and no one knows what's okay. And that's why I think this SEC lawsuit with XRP is kind of FUBAR, because it's like we're going back in time and saying all these things, and like there's no clear cryptocurrency regulation. So let's get some clear regulation done, right? Thank you so much, Loss. Yes, clickety clack that like button. What's up, Crypto Jones? Good to have you here. Christian Walker. I don't know. I don't know who that is. Mask. I'm not gonna check that. That's irrelevant right now, Mask. So Binance opens 2 offices in Brazilian cities in Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. So you see a lot of cryptocurrency companies really expanding, especially during their bull run in like third world countries. So so this is what happened the other day. So United Nations says the Fed and other central banks risk pushing the global economy into a recession if they keep raising interest rates. So if you guys don't know, the United States is kind of the leader in all aspects of like we're the world power for a reason. And when we do things, it has a greater effect on the rest of the world. So you have to understand that, right? When we do things in the United States, like the rest of the world is impacted greatly. So keep that in mind. So when we raise interest rates and when we want to push our economy into a recession so we can get a hold on inflation, that's going to happen everywhere. And a lot of people don't like that. And that's why they're urging people to, or the other countries are urging the United States to pivot, like to start printing money again. But the thing is, it's like if we keep kicking the can down the road and we keep like ignoring inflation until we have to address it, I think that it's going to be an issue. So we have to do what we can to fight inflation, and then we'll start printing money once we feel like we have inflation under control, right? So yes, clickety clack that like button. Why watch you when I can watch your go-to channels? Just kidding. I appreciate you off the grid. Yes, Algo is great too. I mean, Algo, HBAR, XRP, they're kind of cut from the same cloth, right? They are ISO, I think it's called ISO compliant. I did some research on those cryptocurrencies. They're really compliant. They're supposed to be, right? With regulations and those sorts of things. They're not as centralized as some cryptocurrency projects, which a lot of people knock them for that, but they're kind of like the middleman. Like these projects big people in crypto welcome regulation, because with regulation comes big institutional money, big institutional people, firms, everything. They want to get into cryptocurrency when there's regulation so they feel safe aping in billions, hundreds of billions of dollars into crypto. Right now, it's the wild, wild west. So what's up, Shilton? Yes, the Fed. Yeah, exactly. The Shinobi dude left the project. I didn't know that. Yes. Yeah, we sent so much money to Ukraine a month. I don't know. Okay, there it is. Yeah, they're legal. Yeah, they're compliant, right? Twitch Radio says immutability is the main goal of cryptocurrency, because all the other banks and all of these other people changing ledgers and stuff like that on centralized systems that we have now. Yeah, smack that like button, baby. Clickety clack that like button. Give me a second. Hold on, crypto. So which camp are you in? Bull run coming soon or way more downside Bitcoin? So I don't think it's going to be a multi-year bear market. I can't see that happening. What I see right now is that I think the Fed has to keep doing what they're doing and ignore what other people are saying. I think we have to keep doing. We have to get a hold on inflation, guys. Hyperinflation is like the killer of all great things, right? Of everything, death, famine, wars, like inflation, right? Your money being worthless. So we got to do what we can to figure that out. We made a mistake by printing so much money. We keep spending all this money. We got to raise interest rates to get a hold on inflation. Unfortunately, the rest of the world is going to be affected by it, but it's like it's for the greater good. So people are going to get hurt right now, especially on the lower income side, by doing this, because that's who's affected the most. People with money and who have, discretionary income and who could still buy the dip and spend money are going to be okay right now. Actually, this is how, like we said, this is how the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. But we got to think like these guys, and we got to hustle during these bad times to make more money so that we can spend on investing, right? Where everything's at a discount. I think that right now it's going to be bearish. I think that the market's going to keep dumping. I cannot, I cannot see like the Fed pivoting already. Legal wants quantitative easing, right? Which is like printing money, but I want tightening, right? Taking money out of circulation. Because once they start pivoting, once the Fed starts putting money out again, printing money, well then, the market's going to pump like crazy and crypto's going to pump like crazy. Why? Because people have money, So I think it's going to keep getting worse, but who knows? Maybe since other people are turning the money printers back on, maybe the United States is like, well, hey, maybe we should do the same. But I don't think that's the move. But what do I know, right? I'm just a YouTuber. So either way, like I've always said, I think things are going to get worse. I just think they are. They're going to get worse. But I still dollar cost average. I still buy the dip. Why? Just in case things don't. And the way I look at it, buying Bitcoin at 18K, buying ETH at 13K is better than buying them at their all-time highs. And since I'm bullish on cryptocurrency, well, I think that the market is going to be, I think that these all-time highs are going to be smashed in the coming years, right? So that's the way I think of it. It's still a discount. It's not the best discount we can get, but it's still a discount. So dollar cost average, right? USD burn when, right? I'm always hustling, baby. Got to get this money. Exactly, Twitch Radio. Yeah, BlackRock is they're in, right? They're in there like swimwear. So Chrissy says there will always be inflation. Congress is responsible for it. They keep passing inflated budget that needs money printing to make up the difference, ensure revenues, defense, budget, keep exactly. Now there's still health. You don't want deflation either. There's still healthy inflation. I think it was like 2% like a year, right? Or something like that. I think 2% is like okay, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's healthy inflation, right? You want inflation. That makes sense. But hyperinflation is what we don't want. There's going to be inflation. 8% where we're at right now is stupid, right? That's stupid. Clear Crypto's drama last night. They gave Ponzi Brad's info. Oh my God. And Glenn shared Ponzi's info in the team. I just don't care about that. Why is crypto so strong, stable for the past 3 months? You could say that, right? It's been trading sideways, right? But it's not really stable. I mean, yeah, in the 3-month time frame. But it's been pumping and dumping quite a bit, right? But you could say what are the lows from the last 3 months? You could say what Ethereum was at a K, and it's about you could say it's been kind of trading sideways for the last 3 months. I mean, couldn't tell you, right? But it's the last 3 months. If you keep going out, it doesn't look good, all right? Minority Mindset had a pretty good video this morning about the Fed combating inflation, real positive interest rates, etc. It's interesting. Not sure if I'm hopeful, but it's interesting. I don't think this is going to be a multi-year bear market. Matt says, I've been paying attention since 1980. I can say for sure that the way the government is running things, it will get worse before it gets better. Yeah, I mean, we've had really bad inflation in the 80s. Remember that, guys. But the issue is we couldn't handle inflation. We can't handle inflation the same way as we did then because we raised interest rates like crazy in the 80s, but we didn't have a national debt like we did now. So, yeah, 2% is natural. Okay. Yeah, exactly, John Wick. Exactly. Good to see you in here, John Wick. Past 3 months of macro news has been awful. Well, you could say that, right? You could say that. Um, but when it's like, remember when the inflation rate, like we got the numbers and they were like still bad but better than expected. Like the market's pumped. Like it was still horrible, but the market, it's like it didn't make any sense. Like people are degenerates, right? Day traders, swing traders, whales and stuff. There's still like, hey, like the inflation numbers are bad, but they came in better than expected. So it's not that they were good, it was just better than expected, right? Exactly, John Wick. Chris Main says, crypto is still in discovery phase. The value of each one needs to be determined. We have no clue if they'll smash through highs, if ever the same. That we don't know. We don't know, right? But I think it will. I don't know about that, FJ. She's crazy. The bottom was 0618, heading towards 4 months. Okay. I wouldn't mind that. Colt Dow's pumping. I like extended periods of like markets crabbing, right? Trading sideways because um that gives you people opportunity to buy the dip, right? A lot of people don't have like large sums of money coming in every day or every week. Maybe it's like monthly or biweekly. So like they could still, when the markets are trading sideways, like the last 3 months, it's been pretty much the same. Well, people have more opportunity to get in more. What's up, G Vibes? Thank you so much. Why would ETH hit 10K but Ford is $11? That's just different, right? Ford's a tried and true, the established prod, it's that's different, right? That's different. Cryptocurrency is a new tech, right? Yeah, Ford has been there for a long time. That's different. That's apples to oranges. What's up, Rodney? Glad to see you back. Hey, have you watched the GameStop doc? I have not. I have not. Did you see that the news on Bitcoin magazine? Banks want 5% of Bitcoin. We're going to the moon. I think a lot of people are getting into cryptocurrency. A lot of corporations are getting into cryptocurrency right now, and we don't even see it, guys. Like we don't even see it. This is what always happens. This is what always happens. Yes, right now this could be the biggest recession since 2008. I mean, it could be an actual recession, right? But and crypto's never gone through that. But this is what always happens, right? There's all this doom and gloom. All these big corporations spend money to get into crypto, right? Or excuse me, they get into the markets, which is the crypto markets, while everything's cheap and all like the normies get shaken out, everyone's scared and those sorts of things. And when the market starts to pump, I mean, everyone got in who got in at a discounted price. And then what happens, right? Well, then the FOMO starts kicking in. Then the normies like us, we want to get in when we see large green candles, right? No one wanted to sell when Bitcoin was 60K, 50K, 40K. No one wants to sell. Everyone wants to sell now. This is what happens every single time. That's why the wealth gap gets bigger. Um, yes, the SEC spanked Kim for 1.3, but let's look at Kim K's net worth and see if that really matters, right? So Kim Kardashian net worth. Yeah, 1.8 billion. So 1.2 billion ain't nothing to Kim Kardashian, right? Right? Thank you, Chris Brown. Dude, I am sick. I have like chills right now. I do not feel good. I have like chills right now. I am sick. I am sick. I am not feeling good. This is crazy. That's nuts, right? You think she's scared of that lawsuit? No, she literally just wrote a check for that. She's good. Here, SEC, shut up. Shut up. So, yeah, but now can Floyd Mayweather handle 1.4 million? Can Paul Pierce handle whoever? Let me see. Ethereum Max promoters. Who promoted Ethereum Max? I want to see who. Okay, yeah. Okay. So Kim Kardashian, Floyd Mayweather, Paul Pierce. you know? Yeah, it's like us losing $10, right? It's all perspective, right? It's all perspective. Floyd can for sure, but I know Floyd had tax issues. I know he had to pay the tax man a lot of money. So Floyd's out here still making money, though. He's still boxing. But I know his net worth. Let's see, Floyd Mayweather. I know it's not 1.8 billion. What is his net worth? It's 450 million. So that's a little different to him. It's still a lot, right? It's still a little bit, right? But it's still significantly more than Kim Kardashian. Well, kind of. I know, Roger. Exactly, Emily. Exactly, Emily. So are we minting? I'm not sure how that works. So I'm not sure if they're still minting it, but yeah, usually that's how algorithmic stable coins work, right? You have two sides to the algorithm, right? And of course, it's Terra Luna Classic and UST. I'm gonna cry over $10 too for at least 10 minutes. Yeah, I don't like losing any money, right? So, what's up, Crypto Hokage? How you doing? Can Funny handle Kim? Absolutely. I don't even think Kim Kardashian's hot. I don't think people like with all that plastic. When I was in Ibiza, literally so many people look like this. So many people have the fake lips, fake body. I don't think that's hot at all. You know? Yeah, you guys, if you think your net worth is more than it is, you have to think about your debt too. So I never get jealous when I see people like Range Rovers and expensive things, and like you just don't know what people's real net worth is, which is like their debt to like actual like money ratio, right? Big A says when they say that the real life changing money is made in bear markets, they are referring to the ability to purchase quality investments and at a severely discounted valuations and wait for them to 100%, 100% Big A. That's where I see crypto right now. Look, we could be dead wrong, guys. I just feel like the writing is on the wall, right? The writing is on the wall with crypto. It's going to be accepted. It's just we have to figure out some sort of regulation, right? Figure out some sort of regulation to get money into it. Yeah, I've been doing YouTube full time. I haven't had a real job, I would say, in more than a year. You could say real job in more than a year. But let me tell you, when I was grinding on YouTube, which I haven't much been lately, I was literally working, more than 12 hours a day. Easy, She's a Miami 100%. Yeah. So I'm going to be taking a lot of partnerships, sponsors, and those sorts of things because I have the same mindset, guys, of spending as much as I can in the bear market. What I'm not going to do, though, is shill something without being honest about it. But if people want to put their ad on the channel, fine. But I'm not going to tell you to buy a bunch of shit. I'll tell you that, all right? So keep that in mind, guys. I will be taking a bunch of partnerships. I'm trying to get that money. What's the most I have made hourly with YouTube? I made some pretty dumb shit. I made some pretty good money in a month with YouTube, but at work, I used to be salary for a little bit, 70, 80K a year, something like that. Plus I would do DoorDash after. So guys, I was at a moment in my life where I'd work a retail job for 8 to 9 hours and I would go do DoorDash for 5 hours, like maybe 4 or 5 days a week. So I know the grind. I know the hustle. Chris E says Floyd makes $30 million for an exhibition match. Kim isn't a billionaire yet, just like Kylie isn't a billionaire. Most of those are inflated. Well, regardless, she's making money. She's making money. I don't think the SEC is. It doesn't matter, right? I wish I could have sold my portfolio back in November, but I didn't. But I've been DCAing. So careful what you say. IRS is listening. Well, I'm not going to avoid paying taxes. So, I don't mind paying my tax. It sucks, but I don't mind. Your goal on YouTube on how many subs? Well, it depends. I think things are slow. It's tough because I don't want to make a bunch of shit videos on just one cryptocurrency. I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to make hype videos on one cryptocurrency, but I also know that talking about regular crypto is boring to most people. Like, no one gives a shit. They do give a shit, but they have already YouTubers for that. So I don't know. I don't know where I'm kind of at a crossroads, Like, do I make hype videos on shitcoins or projects that like are just hype and want to make people money? I want to sprinkle them in, but Do I make all those videos? Because that's the way to get subscribers. Just dedicate your channel to one community. And when that community goes to shit, you just hop to another one. That's the real way to do it on YouTube for some small YouTubers or maybe mid YouTubers. The bigger YouTubers like, Coin Bureau, Altcoin Daily, Cryptos R Us, they talk about all crypto news and they're successful, but they've been around for years. So the way I look at it, it's going to be my first year in crypto and we started off one way. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. I don't know. I still want to add value to you guys. So maybe I make Coffee and Crypto about all crypto and the rest of my videos can be hype videos. Maybe I do that. So I don't know. The chicken with NyQuil is busting. Dude, I'm tired. I am like, ugh. All that dry powder. Shut up. I'm going to get some pho again. I had some pho last night and I'm just going to sleep all day. I'm creating my LLC today, though, guys. So I'm applying for my LLC today. So it's going to be good. Get ready for that. You do the secondhand vids bring us up to date. Love it. Colt is pumping. I don't know much about Colt. We're gonna get hit hard. It's coming. Just yeah. What that's what Class C crypto is doing. Sheesh, that boy does too much with Luna. Damn. Yeah, but the Luna community likes it, right? The Luna community likes it, but it's just like they're kind of pointless videos, and it's not crypto. It's just Terra Luna Classic. It's not crypto altogether. It's like, what value do you get besides getting a bunch of hopium? So, yes, Fudney LLC. Yes, you should use Vidic not to promote them, but for keywords YouTubers used to get more views. It's okay. I'm gonna keep walking my own path, right? Because crypto's so small right now. I think that if you just stay at it, keep going every single day, you're gonna grow with crypto. So it's not a big deal. 100% DoobieTube. That seems like the move. One of my videos has 110K and another 34, not 34K. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, YouTube's weird. Sometimes one video goes viral. Well, I mean, it was the same thing with Saitama. I mean, it's going to be the same. There's going to be a coin called Cute Dog Inu, and then everyone's going to talk about it, and then people are going to move to that, right? Luna Classic will be old news. Just do monthly DCAs. That's the best way to stay. Just do consistent DCAs through the year. It just doesn't make sense to DCA when you DCA in the drive. Yeah, exactly. Just dollar cost average when you can. Why don't you stream on Twitch? I do stream on Twitch for gaming, but I haven't in a while. Hey, thank you for the follow on the gram, my boy. I got you, Bifal. Hell yeah, bro. Thanks for stopping by, bro. Absolutely, my man. When you go Ibiza, you need another holiday to chill. I already went to Ibiza. I'm done with holidays. I do not want to travel for like a long time. I'm done. I'm staying home. I'm keeping my ass in. I'm so sick, and I turned up. I sent it in Ibiza. Don't trust me. I left no stone unturned in Ibiza. You don't like streaming? Oh yeah. I mean, I don't mind talking to people. So I'm gonna hit the bathroom and grab some water. I'll be right back. All right. We're here, baby. We're here. Oh, is Colt Dow pumping? Yeah, I mean, it's funny when these things pump, but it's like, did anybody buy the dip? I didn't even grab any water. Hold on. Damn, I'm fucking ate up today, boys. I'm ate up, boys. I'm ate up. I mean, it's interesting when things pump. Oh yeah, Professor. I don't know. There's Sandstorm's just trying to start drama. So if you guys didn't know, like the Clear Cryptos team said some stuff about like me and my situation that was totally untrue. And this is months ago. But now Sandstorm has drama with them, so he's trying to drag. I don't care about Clear Cryptos. I don't care about Sandstorm. I don't care about any of that. I don't care. It's stupid. It's stupid. What's up, Biz? I did see it. Sorry, I glanced over that. Yes, whenever you get in here, let's send it. You know? Yeah, clear. Yeah, it's stupid. I don't even. Dude, who cares, bro? I'm not about it, you know. And yes, let's go. Most importantly, talking about crypto education platforms, Decanect AMA in a few minutes, baby. Let's get it. So, guys, if you have some questions about Decanect, they're going to be coming on the channel very, very soon. Let's get it, baby. Yeah, what's up? Awesome in the house. Awesome off the top ropes. I mean, we talked about the difference earlier, Awesome. And the difference was like, yeah, you're a Terra Luna classic influencer, but it's like you speak the truth. And a lot of these guys are not. You want to become validators, they're just going to make a bunch of money off the off the community, which to me is genius. You know, hey, get it while you can. You know, what's up, Biz? Is there a Colt giveaway? I mean, I don't know much about Colt Dow, honestly. Describe Decanect in 2 sentences, crypto education. And actually, really, like, we're going to go through the website. What's up, Crypto Realist? What's up, baby? It's good to see you back. Decanect, dude, the website is really good. The website is super good. The quizzes are really good. Look I'm not even telling you to buy Decanect. I just like the educational platform, right? I made my own account. It's really good. But we'll go through when they get here in the AMA in about 2 minutes. But it's actually really good. Of course, I make videos for them. They have cool little quizzes. We'll get to it right now, right? So blockchain for beginners. These are courses. This is a free one. Start course, decentralized applications. Do your own research lessons. Like, it's really well put together. I'm impressed, and I've been impressed for a while. Do a fan meetup. Yeah, exactly, Mask Powers. You could say that, but it's more than just like, it's more than just saying crypto education. They actually have real shit you can do. What's up, ASMR fan? It's good to see you. Awesome Austin fan. It's so good to see you in here. I miss you guys. I need to meet you guys in person next. You know? You interact with it. Mass Powers, you can get, they'll explain when they get here, right? Mass Powers is the most skeptical guy in crypto, but I love to see it. You love to see it. We need people like Mask Powers to call shit out. What's up, Ann? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Let me go ahead and post Decanect AMA now. Let's see. Decanect starts now. All right. You guys ready? We're gonna, once the developers get in here, and we're gonna go ahead and introduce them. So once the developers get in here, devs, make sure you title your name on your your video so the community knows exactly who you are and whatnot, and get ready to ask some questions, guys. All right, so without further ado, let's get Thomas from Decanect. What's going on, Thomas? How you doing? Welcome.
Good. This was a long-awaited moment for us to
Yeah.
finally. I think we've been bothering you for 2 months already.
Yeah, exactly. I know. So if you guys didn't know, Legal Alien actually told me about this project months ago. And to be honest, I get like a lot, like we all do. We get a lot of projects hitting us up. But once I started to look into the project and seeing how like well put together it is, how clean it is, and the intentions of the project, well, then we started to talk and it went from there, you know?
Yes, yes, and we actually respect that a lot more than somebody jumping on board, without knowing anything, without spending the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Thomas, just introduce yourself and let the community know what you do for Decanect.
Well, yes, my name is Thomas. I'm the lead developer behind the project, and what I've developed so far is this app. What you see on the screen is an educational platform. It rewards users for their progress, for completing courses, passing quizzes. Also working on maybe I'm not sure if we probably should go deeper into this one, right? It's basically what we're doing. We're making the courses ourselves. Journey is actually also making courses with us. What we're doing is integrating people from YouTube, that have experience in crypto to share their knowledge and experience, because we feel that's the best way to learn is from people who actually went through all of these different types of situations, rather than trying to read a book who provides more theory than facts.
Yeah.
So this is our idea behind that. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It's like you see the videos I made, right, on Do Your Own Research. It's pretty much, this is password protected, but I made one about white papers, right, how to read white papers, or keep doing research on developers. And then lastly, like where to buy cryptocurrency projects. So it's all like education and things that I had problems with, and things that I feel like a lot of people have problems with when they first enter crypto and don't know what to do or where to go.
Yes, exactly. And when you provide it, you of course you have it on your YouTube as well. But your is I guess it's a little bit more clustered, right? So when you go on our site, you find exactly all of those videos in one place according to their category and where they're supposed to be at. At the same time, we create the questions ourselves based on the information. For example, as Journey provided, there's questions that we create ourselves in order to actually get the user to understand the content of the video. We try to keep it short and simple at the same time, right? The videos are what, 5 minutes long, something like that. We try not to go overboard. We cover, right, everything that actually needs to be covered without BS.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so Chrissy, one of our big skeptics, says this actually looks good, similar to LinkedIn skill learning. I judged it early. Exactly. And the cool thing is, like, I have some new connections with some of the people on the platform. Brett. So I have a connection with Brett, and then I have a connection with Simon. So people that are actually using the platform, you can connect with them, speak with them, and stuff like that. It's kind of an interesting platform,
Yes, it has the social network features, but this is just something extra we added just in case people want to share, some knowledge, or if they want to, help each other on a certain course. This is what it's for. This is what the messaging is for. You could also do video chats. You could also call. I mean, just like any other social network platform, we have all those features, though the main focus is the courses. This is the driving force for the communication. You could also go on leaderboards and you'll see we're showing 100 members on there. So we're way above that now. So it's only going to show 100. But the way that you could tell which members are active, if you get 100 points upon signing up. So anybody above 100 points, that means they're actually engaging, because there's no other way to get more points.
Nice. That's awesome. We like the leaderboard. And it looks like Brett is actually kind of killing it.
Oh, Brett, man, that's our star, man. He's always he's everywhere.
Yeah. And guys, go ahead and get your questions ready, as long as they're not blatantly disrespect or like out of the realm of like actual constructive questions or criticism. Like, we're good with constructive criticisms, but if you're just gonna like put weird questions or just say like weird statements and like attacking, like, come on, just ask questions. They could be like tough questions, but there's actually a line to cross. You know what I mean? So ask some questions. We'll queue them up. Of course, donations go first. But first, we're going to learn a little bit more about Thomas. So Thomas, what we do like to know about some developers on our team, because like I always said, do your own research on developers. Tell us about your history in crypto. What got you into cryptocurrency? What products have you worked for before, if any? And why did you want to create Decanect?
Okay, so a little bit about me, about my history is before I joined crypto, I used to be a operational director of a company that refines catalytic converters. So I'm very organized, and I know how to execute tasks as well as budget a project or a company itself. So this is what we are actually accomplishing is a company. There's other team members on the team who have, well, Zach, he runs a couple of multi-million-dollar companies as well. So, we have the experience needed as far as business grows, right? So now Zach is kind of like my boss, even though I'm the lead developer, but he's the one that kind of directs, everything. But so as far as the crypto experience goes, I joined not too long ago. I joined during the last bull run, like right at the beginning of it. And before that, I was trading stocks all the time. This is how I make my living till this day is more trading stocks than crypto. Crypto is, I see more of a long-term. Stocks, I trade them, So I heard about Bitcoin just by simply investing into different stock mining companies, stock companies, right, that mine Bitcoin. So then I started looking into it, and I realized that, this could be something that actually is life-changing, right? And this was back, I think 2020 summertime, right? And Bitcoin, I think, was at 9,000, right? I was like, wow, you only get one Bitcoin, for 9,000? I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it because I could buy about 200 Tesla stocks,
Yeah.
But then I continued to look into it.
Which wasn't a bad move in hindsight, you know what I mean?
It wasn't.
Yeah.
But I guess it's not always the quantity, but quality, right? And I guess one quality of Bitcoin is, it was a lot more valuable than 200 Tesla stocks at that time.
100%.
Yeah, but so I continued to follow it. Once I saw the charts starting to pick up a little bit, I started to do a little more and more due diligence as far as like what each crypto does, how are they changing anything, are they solving a problem, are they improving, anything that already exists. So that's how I kind of moved on, and then I found meme coins, right? So I found Shiba.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody finds Shiba first, right?
Did you say meme coins or meme coins?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm from Europe, so my
yeah. I'm messing with that.
Yeah, but I'll meme coins. Yes. So I found that. Then of course Doge was way before that, and I started looking into that. And what caught my eyes the most was that it's community driven, right? So, I mean, you could share the ideas, you could involve the community in progressing forward. And this is how we ended up to do Decanect based on what we've seen throughout the time that we were in the crypto spaces. We've seen that community-driven cryptos, they're more of what maybe we like, because we like to communicate, we like to socialize, we like to take other ideas and try to implement them. So that's how we came up with it, simply by getting together the team that we have. We met throughout being in various different projects. The last two that we were in, most of us were promising also an educational platform, which is the reason why we actually put our money in there, but then after we realized that most likely it's not happening, we decided to do it ourselves, because the idea itself is what we like. We don't really care who does it, but since the two projects that we know didn't do it, we felt like it's only fair for ourselves that we do it ourselves.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So the interesting, the comparison to Tesla and Bitcoin, man. I mean, both not bad investments, but obviously Bitcoin, the way more powerful one, right?
At that time in 2020 summertime, I mean, that was right before the Tesla did a stock split, so I still did well.
Exactly.
But not as well as I would have done if I would have put 10K into Bitcoin and waited. That would have been a 700%, right?
Yeah, insane. Absolutely. So talk to us about your, what did you see? Because we talked about this already, but I want you to know, I want the community to know kind of what you saw in the cryptocurrency space that you wanted to make something like this. Because honestly, when you reached out to me, when Legal Alien told me about you, when I did the research, at first I kind of just glanced over it, didn't really dig deep. And then when I started digging deep, I'm like, okay, this is actually like well thought out. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm comfortable being a part of a team with a product that's well thought out. What kind of gaps did you see in cryptocurrency project that you felt like they kind of need this kind of cryptocurrency education platform?
Yeah, it wasn't really maybe for the projects themselves. We just felt like users, right? Members, especially in the meme coin segment, right?
Oh yeah,
A lot of members, man. I've seen so many people in these chats just say how much money they've lost, right? And just simply like there's people, I mean, sadly saying they're gonna commit suicide and stuff like that. It even got to that point, you know. So it's a lack of education, I guess. It's a lack of awareness of what the dangers and the risks are. You know, they only hear about the rewards, right? A lot of places you're going to go to, they're only going to tell you about the good things, you know, but there's but you have to kind of understand the full picture. So we always used to tell everybody about what the risks are in the chat. I used to get kicked out of chats for doing that. You know,
yeah 100%.
I wasn't trying to FUD. I was just trying to say, take your initial investment out because, you know, this could happen. You know, I'm not sure, but it might, you know, and then I get kicked out. So I felt like, how can we communicate all of this? We thought, how can we communicate like all of this without being attacked or kicked out? You know, how can we just do it freely? So this is kind of where this idea came out from. At the end, we also had created a private chat among us, the developers that we have now. And we used to share our knowledge, just technical analysis, just trying to share the cryptos that we believe have a nice perspective for long term. And you know, we realized that the information we have is pretty useful, you know, interesting.
Yeah.
But it does lack explanation of how to get there. Right. So so this is where this whole thing comes in, where we ask you to join us and we ask you to provide us content because you have the experience, you have the you make videos, which is what we need, right? So you have the experience in that as well. I mean, it's perfect, you know, and you have a following. So there's people that, you know, so it just works on it. So it kind of, everything is falling into place together. We did not actually plan how it's going to fall into place, but it's doing it so far. You know, it's just kind of coming on its own.
100%. And the big thing that kind of caught my eye was like when you go to Telegrams and just other places, the censorship isn't crazy. The censorship is crazy. So Decanect being a crypto education platform, but also kind of like a social media platform, what is your stance on censorship besides like curse words and those sorts of things? Obviously, you know, maybe those are excluded, I'm not sure. But when it comes to people sharing ideas or criticisms or those sorts of things, what is your take on censorship? How are you going to handle those sorts of things?
It's the way that it's done right now. It's actually what is required by Google and iOS is to simply allow users to report somebody who's doing something offensive. You know, so when a user gets, I believe it's either 3 or 5 warnings, then we receive a message, and then you know, it's still at the end, it's up to us. This is not you know, like where the app decides what to do. This is still going to be up to us what we're going to do. You know, but yeah, it's 5 warnings. I believe it's 5, and that's it. So you know, if you say something wrong the first time, it's fine. You receive a warning, you know, just don't do it. Try not to do it again. You know, but at the same time, everybody's free to do whatever they want.
That's awesome. Describe Decanect in 2 words.
Educational platform.
There we go. That's what I had earlier. Okay, we're gonna start opening up the floor up to some questions. Then we'll get into some more questions about the product. All right.
Yes.
Yelko Spain. So this platform is meant for new people in crypto to watch courses and learn more about crypto.
Yes. So excellent question. Right now, this is how it is, right? These courses are more for like they're introductory courses, right? For people who might not even know how to create a Web3 wallet. This is what we're going for with these. The first segment of courses, at least the first 20 will most likely be not really useful for anybody that's experienced. You know, and then this is why they're called, all of them are called either introductory courses or basic courses or courses for beginners. We're going to move on to the next segment because it has to have a nice flow, right? So we have to create the beginning first, and then we go to the intermediary part, which is actually, we're working on something right now, how to read contracts. I believe that even some people like myself, right? Like I consider myself not an expert, but not a beginner, but I could always learn more on how to read contracts. So this one is still being worked on. We only have 1 video done for it so far. We're seeking to do 5. We have a whole program for it already. So this I believe would already be something, you know, that an intermediary also could look into, because I mean, Reading a contract is extremely important. You want to know
So
what
boring,
is
right?
hard coded into.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because like a developer could tell you, I cannot change taxes.
Yeah.
Right. But how do you make sure? I mean, only by
Contract.
reading the contract. So, and at the same time, like for example, on our contract, if you didn't know how to read it, you will never know what we can do. The thing is, we can change taxes. It's really easy to see. Even if you don't know how to read a contract, you see it as a functionality. But at the same time, if you knew how to read it, you would know that we could only change taxes up to 24%. We cannot raise it to the point where you can't sell. So it's really important to know as far as like analyzing a safe investment.
100%. And the way I describe it is to people that, like my channel, if all the people in the chat right now, Legal Alien, Racket Club, Twitch Radio, like all these OGs, Biz, even though he's dunking on me, everybody, Cool and Chris, everybody in the chat right now, DJ, Selmo Fudd, they've been with me since the beginning. And a lot of these lessons we've learned the hard way. And so if you've been in the, cryptocurrency for a while, it's probably, it's a lot of these, beginner courses are not going to be for you. But if you're getting into crypto, it's kind of like a fast track to get up to speed on the absolute basics when you're looking to buy a cryptocurrency project, right?
Yeah. So yeah, if I could add a little more to that question. The thing is, the question was, right, are these only for beginners? So at the same time, we all have friends, right? Like I have friends that I have to look at. They want to create a Web3 wallet and they want to buy a crypto, right? And they don't know how to do it. So I go and send them 3-4 different videos to show them how, maybe a link to Binance page on how to add a network into your wallet. So this, even if you're an intermediary, you might have friends who are beginners. Just send them the link and just show them which course to take, and they'll see all the information they need in one place. They don't have to search for it. You don't have to explain for an hour on the phone. So this is how, at the same time, if you know all of this information, then you could give us suggestions on what else needs to be covered, and we'll cover that as well. We all work together. If you're somebody who is more experienced and you don't need all of this content that we have at the moment, we really, really would appreciate any suggestions on what else we are missing, what else can be added, and would be helpful to beginners.
Yeah. Criticism, like constructive criticism, definitely, or like recommendations, definitely open to all that. Good question from Twitch Radio. It says, is your company planning to go forward with an ICO? Because it doesn't look like there's a coin attached to your company as yet. And if so, what coin? And there is actually a token attached to your project. Now, can you explain to the community what that token is, and then how it kind of affects this platform and how it's involved and intertwined with all this?
Right. So the token is Decanect. That's what it's called. It's on Uniswap, on CoinGecko as well, awaiting CoinMarketCap right now. And the way that it's integrated into this, it's by rewards, right? So as you get rewarded for your progress, it's going to be either Ethereum, Matic, or Decanect that you're going to receive as a reward. At the same time, this platform is the very first part of our utility. This platform is to get people acquainted, is to allow people to kind of progress into the next utility, which we are building. It's called DecaBlock, which is going to be where there's going to be a requirement to hold a certain amount of Decanect in order to create an account, in order to experience full features on it. So this is how the Decanect, at the moment, this is how it's related to it.
Nice. And I think I had a good question from another Twitch Radio. It says, I would like to know what framework they're using for the website. I think I know, but I don't want to assume. So I'm not sure.
Frameworks as far as like what it's built on?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so it's about 25% of code implemented onto it. With it's built on WordPress, to be honest. It's built on that with certain custom codes in order to get the calculations done for the points, and a few different features such as messaging and stuff like that.
Awesome. Thank you for answering that one. And we have a question for the community. This is a big one. What's your favorite cheese? And then what's your favorite pizza topping?
Pizza topping?
Yeah, first cheese. We want to know your favorite cheese first. It's a burning question. And then what's your favorite pizza topping? Yeah.
First favorite cheese, man. What do you cheddar cheese? I think I like.
All right.
One.
All right. Favorite pizza topping.
Favorite pizza topping. I like it. I think I'm just one of those simple guys that just like pepperoni, to be honest.
All right.
Nothing too different.
Sim- Simple man. If you would have said something like anchovies or something like that, people would have started freaking out, you know? This is actually an important question I thought about too. So is Decanect only available in English, or can you translate to other languages? And if so, like what languages are going to offer, and what does the future look like for that?
Yes, at the moment it's only in English. We're looking into different ways to translate it because it has to do a lot with the videos themselves, right? So if we are not able to translate to certain languages, we're thinking about including a script. It will be still an English video, but it'll have a script in a different language to explain the video. But at the
Nice.
moment, English, yes.
Awesome. And then I think this is a pretty big question when it comes to regulation. So how do you are you working with a compliance agency? What do you see Decanect's future when it comes to the SEC and all these regulations? How are you guys going to comply with current like U.S. regulations or just cryptocurrency regulations around the world?
Well, as far as so right now, I believe at the moment, Zach probably could answer this a lot better than I could. He handles all of this as well as Jason. Those two guys are really experienced in this field. As far as like regulations from Europe, there aren't any at all. Another thing is the only issue we had with iOS is having this platform tied to cryptocurrency. So all they require is a company to be behind it. So this is why we opened the Decanect Technologies LLC in order to comply with that. Whatever comes our way, we're going to go ahead and adapt to it. So right now it was iOS. So we're adapting to it, and we're going to make sure that we always comply, whatever the issues might arise.
Nice. That's good because a lot of change. The cryptocurrency market is like ever changing right now, and just like regulations and rules. And honestly, there's no real clear cut rules, and it's kind of confusing. So I hope they have some real like, hey, this is allowed, this is not allowed. So all cryptocurrency products that are being created really know where to go or what to do going forward.
Yes. Yes.
Shout out to Jason Decanect. He says nice T-shirt. So Jason is in the chat right now. What's up, Jason? Let's see. So another question is, what incentive do people have to buy and hold Decanect?
So at the moment, it would be towards the future, right? Towards DecaBlock. DecaBlock is going to be the one that's going to be generating revenue stream. Is going to be if you want, I could go a little bit deeper into it, what it is, right? So it's a listing site, but it's not like CoinGecko, even though it carries a concept of CoinGecko. Everything is a short video. Everything is a 1-minute video. Listings are done. So if let's say Decanect gets listed on there, there's a video to follow it with a 1-minute video describing the utility, what it does, what it's about, a short video to allow people to understand, what they're investing in. Because at the end, when you invest in something, you have to invest in the product, in the service, not in the chart, or promises. So this is what DecaBlock is. It's a listing site that provides a 1-minute video of about the utility behind the cryptocurrency, as well as a grading system, which is based on security aspects of the cryptocurrency. So KYC audit. We go through the contract ourselves. We also check if TechRate has done it, and we'll see if there's anything been missed, because with us, they missed something. So we had to get them to upgrade the score on us. So,
Yeah.
even those companies, they missed something. So we have a large enough team to be able to handle the workload. So that's what it is. At the same time, is if you get listed and you would like to create an account on DecaBlock to represent the project, what you're eligible to do is to create giveaways, is to create updates and lock them with an NFT of your choice if you would like. So let's say Decanect is having what we have on Thursday, right? We have that Deca Mega Space coming out. So if we're listed on DecaBlock, what we're gonna do is we're gonna market this event on there through a giveaway. So we'll create a couple of questions to allow people to understand what Deca Mega Spaces really is, and we're gonna assign a giveaway to it, right? So this is what it is. It's simply allowing the person behind the project to take control of the listing through giveaway processes and updates in video formats.
Absolutely. And yes, we do have a Deca Mega Space. So that's going to be on Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at
Yes,
October 6th, correct?
yeah, and we actually and we made a little web application out of it as well, and I think it's actually coming out to be a very good idea. Uh, we were making it just for this event, right? Just so people, listeners, could receive a reward for answering questions during the event, as well as to be able to upvote for the favorite project that's pitching, right? But then it ended up to be something even bigger. Like it seems like it could be a place that holds all the events, right? From Twitter, all the AMAs on YouTube or Twitter Spaces that are coming up. It could be that place that has the list of all of these events, that are coming up, and the giveaways assigned to each event, and the projects signed up to each event. So we're working on this now, and we're working on making it accessible for any project to create it with an admin panel that they can control.
Nice. I think the community is really going to absolutely like that. So we have an inside joke on the community, but so we have a question that's from Matt B says, so how do you decide on what tokens to cover or what tokens to add for education? So what does the review process look like for that? Thanks for the question, Matt B.
Oh, so this one, in the educational platform, we do not cover tokens specifically. We just cover content such as like technical analysis or how to check your portfolio. So this Decanect, the original one, it has nothing to do with any cryptocurrency at all. Decablock is where the listings happen. On there, this is where I saw TMG actually ask a sarcastic question, since he's a part of the team, so he knows what it is.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
So this is why this is one reason we're holding Deca Mega Spaces, in order for also us to get a little bit more acquainted with different projects and their utilities. So we're going to allow the community to decide, by upvoting which ones are which ones they would like to see being listed on Decablock, with the analysis done by Decanect, as well as the scoring system assigned to it, and all of that.
Yeah, I like it. It's a way for people to get kind of like the jump on products early in the space. And like we said, small caps that get together is always a good thing in the space. But I really like the Decanect learning space. And this is why I really like this project, is because it just gives people an opportunity to learn about things that they wouldn't kind of find, that they can't find all in one spot. You know what I mean? So yeah, these comments are wild. Some of these comments are wild, bro.
I haven't.
Yeah,
I'll start looking at them. Should I start looking at them?
No, they're wild. No, it's because there is a token in our space that's like a made up token. We're not going to get into that right now, but so pretty much someone was trolling Ozzy Austin on his stream about a flavor of like a boba tea, and it's epic. We're not going to watch it now, but it's good. I'll send you the video after we're done. So. I think people want to know about this. Explain the point system for people and how you kind of gamify learning.
Right. So as soon as from the second that you provide your email address and submit it for a sign up, you start earning points. So the first points being for simply signing up, and then you move on to taking courses. So when you sign up for a course, you get points. When you watch the video, you get points, and then when you finish a quiz, you get a smaller amount of points. If you receive a 90% or below grade, then you get a little bit more points for 90% and above grade. Each time you get points, you get all 4 types of points. You also get points for messaging. You also get points for following somebody or somebody following you back. And anything that you can do or click on, you basically get points for it. And in order to find out how many, you would simply just you were just at the top. In order to find how many, you just click on whichever one you want on the down arrow, and you will see the details. It says shows details. So if you click on any one of them, it'll show you what activity provides how many points. So yeah, right there. So here you can see a whole list of how do you earn NFT points, and each point it provides a different use case. So NFT points will be the ones. This is where you get an NFT from us. So we minted an NFT. It's free, but it also requires 10,000 points. These NFTs are going to be also the ones that are integrated into Decablock, which will require you, in order to experience, even more features than you can with just holding Decanect. Decas are expandable points as well. They are converted into crypto. So 5,000 Decas equal $50 in Ethereum, Matic, or Decanect. Kudos are something that we did for fun. It's simple. Each point is $1, but you do need a minimum of 100. It's for somebody that does something great, somebody that you like, somebody that helps you. You simply just nominate them for one of these points. And nodes, those are the only ones that are not expendable. They're used for the leaderboard. So to allow as well as to unlock features, right? Because if you go a little bit down lower, you need a certain amount of nodes to be able to upload videos, to be able to, I think, follow somebody or something like that. So nodes are there to unlock features as well as to identify top members on the leaderboard.
That's awesome. And guys, remember, if you want to check out Decanect, everything about this project is in the description down below. Their link tree to all their stuff, including the videos I made for them and those sorts of things. So I like the gamification of this. It's almost like you could sign up for this project, get involved without spending any money.
Yes. And that's the whole thing about it.
What's the catch?
So actually, there is no catch. I mean, it's done to the point where we've calculated everything on a $15,000 average volume. And then we also consider the $7,500 volume being the case, for a few months during the bear market or during the consolidation period. So we considered this and counted it against 500 members and the amount of activities that we have available. Everything should be fine with the 2% rewards tax that's on the Decanect coin itself, right? So everything is working. We seem to have everything budgeted perfectly, even better than we thought.
Yeah.
So there is no catch. There is no catch. This is supposed to be gateway from Web 2 to Web 3. This is the whole concept of this platform, is to allow people to get acquainted, at the same time to allow people to experience what investing in crypto is without having to lose their own money, right? So I mean, you do earn $50, so you do consider it your own, but at the same time, it's something that you received for education, So, I mean, instead of paying for education, you actually receive for education. So if you want to go ahead and try your knowledge or whatever you learn, go ahead and try to invest those $50 into a crypto, based on what you learn, and see how it goes. I mean, it's again, it goes with what we have witnessed. We witnessed that people are, investing crazy amounts of money that they cannot afford to lose. So we are trying to cover this window, at least with a small amount, just to allow people to practice. So that way, at least it won't hurt them financially.
100%. Yeah. And that's what I liked about it. It's something you could just get on for free and get in, start learning right away without like having to buy something. And I think that's the catch for a lot of people. And that option's there if you want to invest in the company, because that's what you're doing, right? You're investing in the company, buying the token, and of course, getting involved with Decablock and other things like that. So there's benefits to doing so. But I like the way that what really appealed to me about this project is the fact that you just get in, you sign up, you start learning right away, and you start earning points, and you get together with a community that's already pretty active.
Yes, exactly. And like we said, this is to allow, we have to build a member base, right? I mean, if Zach actually was talking to me about an hour today about the Netflix documentary that he saw. So the way they started out in '97, I mean, they've seen drastic changes, the way they've done it. But at the same time, if you notice, all of these platforms that start out, being like member based, they always start out for free. They always start out, giving out something, rewards or something, or gifts. You have to build a user base. So this does take time. So we expect at least 6 months, until we hit 1,000 members. At the moment, we are close to 200. So this is our goal. This is not this is kind of like we said, it's just providing another path, to the next utility. So we want this one to be the foundation. We want this one to be where people get acquainted with us, where people start to learn about crypto, and then we move on to Decablock altogether.
Awesome. Absolutely Love it. So next, we like to go and see. Actually, we know about you, Thomas, but you know, other people on the team are not here right now. So what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna go and check your. And of course, you guys can find this all on their link tree. It's on the Decanect coin, the first tab, and you can check team, check their KYC. Let's talk about the other members of the team. Kind of a little bit about themselves, maybe like a brief introduction to them, so the community gets to know exactly who's running the project. So let's talk about Zach, Yuhan, Jason, Aaron, Tyler, and Wilson.
Okay, yeah. Just before we start, I saw somebody, I think the very first video you did, I saw somebody say that these pictures look like they've been pulled off line, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I said, please look at the AMAs. You'll see that it's really me up there. I mean, I know it might be hard to believe the rest of the people, but I've seen every single one of them personally, right? So I know these are real people, and eventually everybody else will see that as well. So Zach is the guy. He's AKA CryptoPunk in the Telegram.
Yep.
He's the one that yeah. This is what I consider my boss. I think I tell him that all the time. But he's very intelligent. He knows how to run businesses. He started a few businesses from scratch, and now he runs 2 multi-million-dollar companies. So his experience and his knowledge is very valuable. We're very extremely excited to have him here for free. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I mean, this is something you actually pay for. But so this is Zach, and I think he's been in the crypto space since 2014. I can't remember. First Bitcoin he bought, I think, was $4,000, and sold it recently around 68. Yeah. So the thing is, like, he's one of those people, right, that just keeps getting richer. You know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, making good plays, you know.
So this is why we're very happy, you know, to have him teach us as well.
Exactly.
But,
yeah.
Yeah, he's really good. He's a very honest guy, very down to earth, and always very happy and positive. Johan is another great. All team members are great. So Johan, he's in charge of marketing. He does a lot of the Twitter for us. You know, he does a lot of the Telegram updates, and simply speaks to a lot of people. We are onboarding. He arranges the chats. You know, he's in charge of the marketing. The more you know, in the background marketing type things. Jason is I've met Jason, man, in another community. He actually was very honest and from the beginning, from the first day I met him, and it's been about 15 months now, I think. And he works for he's from Ireland and works for a technology company. It's a big company. Maybe he'll reveal a little bit more about what it is, you know, but he's an operational manager there, or I think manager or director. But this guy is, what he does, it's priceless. He keeps everything organized. He keeps everything on point. He has the schedule. He bothers everybody who is missing, you know, something that's not done. So, for example, what was it? A few days ago, we were missing a tweet, I think, you know, that we didn't do. So, oh my God, we had to hear help from this guy. Like, you know,
Yeah.
Like, so he stays on top of things. He is excellent at organizing and making sure everything is on time and everything is actually prepared ahead of time. So and Aaron is actually Zach's brother. So, you know, a little bit of family here.
Hey,
And
there it is, yeah.
and Aaron is he also owns a business. At the same time, he is also a firefighter. He's one of those guys that jumps from helicopters, you know, to put out fires.
Oh,
And and he also has, I can't remember how many years of experience as a designer for a company. It was a pretty large company. I think if we click on the picture, there might be a little bit more information on there. But he's the one that does NFTs for us. The one we still have not released, only but one I think we released, but we are working on this chimp collection. So he's the one designing it. He's the one that's doing a lot of designs. All the designs that you see basically is him, you know, that do it.
Nice.
So logos, the logos that we have in the Telegram, NFTs, anything you could think of, he's done it.
Okay.
You know, so we have somebody assigned for every single field. Tyler, he's the one that he's always in the Telegram, man. Tyler is he's the, I don't know, the ladies guy.
That's what
he's yeah.
That's what Jason's been saying. So we have a link to his Twitter right here. So Tyler?
Yeah, so Tyler, he's also been in a few projects that we were that's how we met, through different projects, and we kind of just got together and started to talk about creating a project of our own that has an educational platform. So he is the one that's in charge of the communities. As far as we've seen the experience he has from the past that we've seen in other communities, this guy is very active, very professional, very how do you say this, on time, punctual. He's just always there. He's always aware of everything that's going on. So this is Tyler, and then we have Wilson. Wilson is the one that he is responsible for putting together the educational contents. He kind of organizes all of those events. He's a little bit less active as far as like Telegram and everything, because he works a little bit more in the background with helping with the lessons and helping with the quizzes and stuff like that.
Nice. That's awesome, man. Well, that's a good in-depth kind of introduction to the team. It's very important in this space for people to understand who their team is. Shout out to do your own research on developers. And again, if you want to check out Decanect and all this stuff on your own, links to the project is in the description down below. And of course, if you're rewatching this AMA, obviously it starts at 1 hour. We'll put all that stuff in the description and those sorts of things. Now, one of the big things when it comes to cryptocurrency projects that a lot of people wonder about is, how is the project generating revenue? If all this stuff is for free, if you can get in and learn for free, how do we generate revenue for the project going forward?
Right. So even if you look at most of the businesses that start out, right, it takes quite some time for them to become profitable. At some points, it even takes a while to even start generating revenue, especially for technology related companies. They're not going to generate revenue at the very start, right? So they have to create and since we are a member based platform, we really have to have the member base up first. And so this is the reason why we have not re-announced yet. At the moment, we are surviving from the taxes. And once we have that, once we hit that certain member quota, which is around between 500 to 1,000, we're going to start implementing revenue streams such as advertisements, onboarding blockchain educators who also provide services in educating about blockchain, and basically just charge them for the spots, available.
That's awesome. Yeah. And that's a huge thing too. You got to spend money to make money in this space, especially if you're trying to build something like this,
Yes. Well, these things, they really don't cost us anything but $500 per month, I believe, to run. We don't pay anybody to do anything for us. We do everything ourselves, So the only thing that the only other expense we have is the rewards, which was actually calculated on the volume itself. So we have no issues at all of going through this bear market or consolidation for as long as it has to go.
People are so worried about this bear market. I actually really like it. To me, an extended period of time, maybe 6 months to a year, to have every cryptocurrency product at an insane discount, to me is everyone was begging for these prices last year. Now that they're here, they're like, oh no, the sky's falling,
Well, yeah, but I actually told my wife. My wife asked the same thing. She's like, "What do you think?" I was like, "Are you becoming a doubter? Are you because about a year ago you said this is the future? So what changed your mind?" She's like, "Well, because I never thought that Bitcoin would be this cheap." I was like, "But but how much cheaper was it in 2020? It was even cheaper, right?" So I was like, "But at that time, it seemed like it was good to buy, right?" Yeah. But now it's bad. I thought, why was it that it was bad to buy? Because it was clear that it was done consolidating, and all of that stuff. So I was like, well, this is probably what's happening now. Eventually in a few months, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be done consolidating. It's going to be ready, for the next run. But at the same time, but this again I think it comes back to understanding, right, what each project does. Because if you knew about Amazon back in 1990s, and if you knew that, if you believed that, their platform is going to take over the world with their online shopping and all that stuff, you would have invested and not even cared about the chart, because that this product they have, right, is going to make it, right? So, maybe some people invested in MySpace over Facebook, but at the end, it still comes out to understanding what the product is and trying to see if this is something that you would use in the future, because most likely if you would, others will as well. So this is maybe that's why people always just invest into the chart instead of the product, and when the chart goes down, they lose faith.
100%, man. And if you watch that Amazon documentary, and anyone, that when the .com bubble happened and all this stuff happened, the only thing that changed about Amazon and top companies is that The stock price is down. Did they stop what they were? Did their business model change? No. Did they stop working hard? No. What changed? The entire situation of the world at that point, right? Everything just kind of fell back. A lot of these new projects and companies coming out, took a step back because of what happened in the greater kind of scheme of things. But like the projects that stayed working hard and just kept going, like you felt confident once you did your proper research on those projects,
Yes, and very good point. A lot of companies, right? MySpace, I do not know exactly why they disappeared, but they did, right? Facebook took over, even though they're basically the same two products, right? I mean, looking from a user's perspective, they're the same thing. There's probably a lot of different things behind it, but so as well as what else disappeared? One of those searches, man, I forgot. Lycos used to be always out there, like Google. Yeah. So I guess it also I think it depends a lot on the team's mentality, right? The people who are behind this product, are they motivated by money, or what is their motivation? So I think this is something that is really, really important. What probably the most important thing is what is the team's motivation? Because if it was money, then it's dangerous, because if the chart goes down, most likely they're going to end up like Lycos, right?
Exactly.
Or MySpace, because they're going to lose, that momentum, that passion, because it's not real, because it depends on something. But if the team is passionate about the idea itself, nothing is going to stop it. No price, no chart, no negativity. It doesn't really matter what anybody says. Nobody's ever going to, it's impossible to make everybody happy. But if the idea is your passion, it will never die.
Dude, 100%, man. You can't pay attention to the day-to-day things. You have to look at, things in the grand scheme of things. And I think that when you're looking for projects, and what a story MySpace was, right? How crazy was MySpace and then gone, right?
Yes.
Nuts. But you can't pay attention to the day-to-day kind of mundane things. You have to look at the big picture. And I think this was very important. Jason answered it in the chat, but your LLC is based in the U.S.
Yes. Actually, Zach opened it up.
Which to me is important. I'm actually doing my LLC today for my crypto journey. So I'm getting that done today. It's important. Thank you. It's important because in the United States, we're going to have the harshest cryptocurrency regulation. I think that people that comply in the U.S. are going to be the ones really, because the USA leads the way for a lot of things. And regardless of what people say, what the Federal Reserve does here, what we do with anything here affects the entire world, right? So operating out of the USA, in my opinion, is really good for a cryptocurrency project. Maybe not right away, but
no, and LLC. Another reason why we looked into it, we were thinking about doing it in Europe, right? But at the end, why would we do it in Europe instead of US? US is much more reliable and attractive in general as a in the world in comparison to my country at least. So the only reason would be to do it in my country is to avoid these regulations that are coming up. At the end, we're still going to have to face them, right? Because like you said, whatever happens in US, it actually starts to flow throughout the rest of the world sooner or later. So, I mean, why do that? Why not just go ahead and face the challenges as soon as possible, get it over with, get adapted, and just move on?
Exactly. Improvise, adapt, overcome. It's going to happen. And the SEC is over there acting like ex-girlfriends, going in the past, looking through old things that happened 5 years ago, 3 years ago, and trying to get people for it now. So, got to do your due diligence.
Yes, exactly.
And I'm not seeing very many questions in the chat, guys. So if you want to ask some questions, go ahead. Somebody asked me if are we doing an AMA or getting to know each other? A little bit of both, right? You guys want to get to know the team. What's up, Miss NFT Queen? This is the lead developer, Thomas, for Decanect, a cryptocurrency educational platform. So what we like to know here on this channel is the long-term outlook of cryptocurrency products. Honestly, obviously, you're in it for the long time, not a good time, right? So in 5 years, in a perfect world, in a perfect scenario, where do you see Decanect? What impact do you see it having?
Okay, so we named the LLC. Actually, Zach got it right on point. He, instead of just making it Decanect LLC, right? We made it Decanect Technology LLC. Our goal is to not only have educational platform, but create various tools, to allow people to engage with blockchain, to familiarize themselves with different events that are happening in this market, in relation to blockchain. So our goal is to create as many different applications, to allow users to experience whatever it is that they are interested in. So if you're interested in AMAs, Twitter Spaces, and stuff like that, or giveaways, so now we have this Deca Mega Spaces app, right? If you are interested in simply educating yourself and earning as you do so, there's Decanect.com. If you are interested in if you're a project and you want to just continue to have your project, projects updates be visible and easily accessible to everybody, there's Deca Block. So we're expanding our, if you might call it, ecosystem, into different aspects but they are all in direct correlation with education, right? So it's just the way that information flows. We want to kind of, bring it into our utilities,
Absolutely, yeah. It's going to be like an ecosystem, like a hub for cryptocurrency kind of just knowledge and projects and those sorts of things. It's actually a good question. So Biz says you guys are too normal for the space. Like you should not seeing these kind of ambitions. Thank you, Bernie. Great AMA as always. Shout out to Bernie from the UK. ASMR fan says the big space you have coming up with products. Someone said there's a list of 10 already. Are we able to know which 10 of those cryptocurrency products are? And I think one of the developers may have put that list in the chat earlier. Let me see. I think I saw it in the chat. Yeah, I'm going back. Here it is. I think it's Heroes, Hulk, Jigsaw, Runes, Tone, and this is Decablock is different from. Can you explain to them what these products are going to be doing in this space, what they're going to be talking about, and those sorts of things?
Oh yeah. So each project, upon signing up, they provide a question about what they're going to be covering during their pitch. Each question, they also provide a correct answer for each one. So the listeners, they simply sign up on Deca Mega Spaces, and as they listen, they answer these questions, and they also upvote the projects that they feel are worthy the attention that they like. So the projects that receive the most votes, we're going to do a deeper analysis of them and start preparing them for the Deca Block for whenever it is launched, which is going to be before Christmas. And we're going to start creating this listing. We want to have at least 50, maybe 100 listings already done before the Deca Block is even launched. So this is our goal. This is our goal as Decanect. For the viewers, our goal is to simply allow them to get acquainted with more projects and utilities, and maybe get a deeper understanding of what to expect, of how to recognize a real project, how to recognize a utility that has a use case strong enough, worthy their investment. It's at the same time reward them for participating in the quizzes, as well as for the projects. The benefit is of course, there's going to be there's going to be Adam Shelton, Bleeze, Harvest, and there's going to be a bunch of listeners from different communities whom projects are able to speak up in front of about who they are and what they do. And so the end goal is to simply educate each other about what each of us are doing, as well as educate the listeners on what other projects are out there.
Awesome. Yeah. And it's an opportunity for you guys to get in there, listen to these projects, and kind of share or like you said, vote with your feet, right? Go in there and show people like, I don't like this project, or I think this is BS, or no, I really like what they're doing. So I think this is going to be an actual very interesting space. And if you guys want to catch this space, remember, it is October 6th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, us on the West Coast, that is 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'll be there. We'll have Crypto Harvest, Bleaves, Adam, all the people there getting kind of the 411 a lot of these cryptocurrency. I think it's going to be an interesting space. I kind of like these.
Oh yeah, and we're going to continue with this, right? We're going to we just have to decide if it's going to be every month or every other month. But the whole point of this is okay, right now the market is consolidating, right? I hate calling a bear market. I just say consolidation, right? Or opportunity. So I mean, the best thing to do now is to take this time to actually get acquainted with different, cryptos out there, and to know, right now is a perfect time to take it easy, take it slow, don't rush anything, just simply look into different things, try to, be a little bit more educated. That's it. I mean, this is what we're doing. This is the whole thing behind this Thursday event.
Yeah, and you're going to get a chance to hear people say, well, what about these taxes, or what about this with your with projects? Because some of the projects I'm reading in there have faced a lot of scrutiny in the community. So that's your chance to go ahead and, like an AMA, get in there and ask or vote up these products or vote down. And I like that kind of transparency, you know?
Yeah, and the utility, we want them to focus more on the utility, not so much of tokenomics. I mean, we could find that information ourselves. We want to know things that you can't see, you know, in the Telegram that easily. You can't find in the contract. We want to know these things, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that maybe like twice a month would be cool. I don't know how you're going to do it, but maybe twice a month, bi-weekly. But maybe getting all those projects in one space could be tough bi-weekly, you know?
Yeah. So we might just have to lower it from 20 to 10, maybe, you know, that will be a lot easier. So we don't run out of projects, you know.
Most definitely. And so how are people going to be able to, like, are they going to be able to chat, or like, how are they going to be able to, like, share their comments on things? Are we going to have projects this pitch? Are we going to have people from the community be able to speak to these products? How's that going to work? How's the interaction going to work?
Right. So typical Twitter space would be where listeners, they get a window to ask questions, right? With here, we want it to be timed, because these things, they when people start asking questions, it kind of extends the time, and then listeners start dropping out. The next project presents, the 50% of listeners are gone. So we want it to be no longer than 1 hour. We want it to be no more than 20 projects. Okay. Each pitch should be around 1 minute, and it should be strictly about utility. It should be strictly about what they feel is important for listeners to hear. Listeners do not engage with the Twitter space itself on Twitter space, but they rather express their opinions by voting for the project, right? The whole goal here is not to engage with the team, but to rather understand the project, right? So if you like something, you simply just go on their links and find out a little bit more information about it. At the same time, there's a quiz. The engagement part for us is directly through the Deca Mega Spaces application, where people are just engaging through the quiz as well as voting for the projects they like. After the project is done pitching, you guys, you know, there will be 3 questions asked to each team after each pitch. So if Hogan will present it, you know, they'll be followed by 3 questions from people, from you, from yourself, maybe Adam Shelton, Bleaves, or Harvest, you know.
Awesome. Yeah, and I think that's important too. 1 hour, real quick, to the point. You like it, you like it. You like it. You don't, you downvote it, right? So I like it, man. I think it's going to be actually really interesting, and a good way for people to get a better understanding of a project coming from the developers, you know?
Yeah. So it's like you guys, right? Like us, the hosts,
yep.
We represent the listeners, right? So we'll ask all of the questions, you know, that the listeners should know, you know, and the listeners just simply express their opinion by voting.
Awesome. Let's see. DJ says, to be honest, these Twitter mega spaces are a little spammy and mostly a waste of time, because you don't get much info on any of the product, just my opinion. And I think that's good, because when you go to some of these, like, they're really like shilling spaces, right? You kind of don't get much info on the team, but I think what's going to be cool is being able to see how the community votes for the team after the fact. Like, how did their message resonate, you know?
Yeah, this is perfect. What he says, this is exactly what we need. We need to hear these things in order to know how to improve. I mean, yeah. Twitter spaces in general, yes, it's the same thing as I'm sorry, man. I think we might have hated by some people. All channels, right? I mean,
yeah. I lost you for a second, but you're good now.
Yes. Okay, so it's the same thing with call channels. At the beginning, they had a nice purpose. They worked, but then there was too many of them. People started taking advantage of them, and they became spammy. This is the same thing with Twitter spaces. They used to be good, I believe, you know, and then too many people just started using it the wrong way. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to bring it back to the point where community takes control of it. The listeners take control of it by simply voting, right? So there's no need to ask questions or anything like that. Let the team say whatever they want to say. And if you like it, you simply, you know, provide a vote on it. And we could always improve. If there's different things that we need to do, you just let us know, and we'll change them around. If they make sense, we'll definitely implement them.
100%. That makes perfect sense. And a shout out to Twitch Radio. He works on websites, big developer guy in there. Pretty good kind of resource for. I think he's talking about like your website and those sorts of things. And this is a good question. So Yelko says, Jason, I just signed up. Why are some videos password protected? And the answer to that question is, Jason says, password protected courses are ones in development. So those are the ones being worked on right now.
Yes, that's correct.
Awesome. Well, Thomas, it's been absolutely fantastic having you on the channel. I feel like the community really learned a lot about Decanect. And of course, you guys have seen the videos on my page. You're going to keep getting those videos. I release them every Monday. Just released one yesterday on where to find how to buy cryptocurrency projects. Any last words, Thomas?
If my suggestion would be is to simply sign up, try it out, see if it's something you like. Always go in the Telegram and ask us questions. Do not jump to invest or anything like that. There's time for this. Simply just stick around, just watch us. When you feel comfortable enough, you are welcome to onboard as an investor.
Awesome. Again, it's like a pleasure to have you here, man. I love working with this cryptocurrency project. I'm all about crypto education. Thank you so much, DJ, for the $5 donation. Have a fantastic day. And we will see you Thursday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Decanect Deca Mega Space. I gotta say that right.
Deca Mega Space, yes.
Yes, sir. All right, you have a good one, Thomas. Thank you so much for joining me. And DJs, have a fantastic day. I will see you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for Coffee in Crypto. And look out for some content later today. We will have multiple videos coming out today about the cryptocurrency market. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Bye-bye.